So, in today's session, we are going to talk about the pre appointment. Every single step from start to finish is so important when it comes to creating a repeat guest inside of the salon. So, first and foremost, you really have to develop a gold standard guest experience from start to finish. And especially with the amount of people that really start the hair experience with really the social media aspect. Um, this all plays a part in the pre appointment. So, what is the pre appointment and why does it matter? So, the pre appointment is the experience that your client has prior to coming into the salon for their hair appointments. So, this includes all of the interactions they have with you, either on social media, via email, with your brands, through DMs. All of this is so important in order to really have an exceptional guest experience. So it doesn't matter how you're marketing or how talented you are. If you have not nailed down your client experience, you will not retain them because it is the whole package. It's how you do the hair, it's how your customer service is, it's the atmosphere, it's the way you make people feel. These are all so important. And it's also the experience they have before they come into the salon. So, perfecting this first part of your guest experience is the difference between having a relaxed, confident, and informed new client in your chair, excited about their hair services, or a frustrated, confused, and put off new client who is biding their time to get out of the door. So, you really want to make sure that you're setting your client up for success, and there are a few ways that we're going to go over that today. So I want you to think about some things to consider when it comes to the guest experience. You have to remember people want things as easy and as user-friendly as possible. So I really want you to go in and look at your systems. Is your booking system easy to use? Is your communication clear? Is it really easy to find the information they need? So, your name, what you look like, your pricing, how to book an appointment, what to expect from an appointment. These are all things that people want to know. How long is the appointment? We want to give people as much information as possible, either on our social media or on a website or on our booking page, so that they don't really have any questions. We want to answer their questions before they're even inside of our space. And then, of course, is it easy to get these questions answered? Is there a phone that they can call? Is the response timely? I always say I don't really care for direct message communication because that can get a little messy. But is there a clear way that they can communicate with you so they can get their questions answered? So for our stylist, we do a pre-appointment email, and this is a consultation email. Why is this important? One, we want to start to build trust with the person who's about to sit in our chair. And we want to give them the opportunity to properly prepare for their hair appointments. We also want to make sure that we can begin the hair plan process. What is your plan for their service? I always like to use the analogy of studying for a test. So if you are about to take a test and you study all day, you're probably going to do amazing on the test. If you're about to take a test and you blow off the studying and you just kind of wing it when you show up, you're probably gonna do okay, but it's not gonna be great. It's the same thing with our hair services. We really wanna make sure that we're creating a hair plan for the person who's about to sit in our chair. So we wanna think about the techniques that we can use to achieve they're looking for. We really wanna go over maybe formula ideas or formulations. If we aren't great with this, maybe, having an opportunity to ask somebody who does know something that could be beneficial to our client. And then we want to see if what their desired desired result is even achievable. So, a lot of people have really high expectations for one session. And in reality, we know if they're going from really dark to super light, it's going to take a few sessions. So we want to set them up so that they're not disappointed when they're coming into the salon. Also, we can again create a hair plan for them inside of the email when we get their response. So, how many sessions will they need? And then you can start to pre plan their appointments ahead of time. And then you can prematurely set their expectations for their appointment. So, what does our email include? Well, first off, we welcome them and we tell them how very excited we are to have them in our chair. And then we also want to have them fill out the appointment preference form. So we send a form out asking what they would prefer during their appointments, essential oils, what's the most important thing that they achieve that day of the service, what kind of beverage do they like, so we can have everything ready when they come in the door and we're prepared. We also ask them for a current picture of their hair and their inspiration. And then we make sure that we set them up for appointment success. And this is very important. Is there anything that they should know about the area that they need to plan for before they come to the salon? Like, is there a busy intersection? Is there limited parking? Is the place hard to find? Can you give them more direction? Should they arrive early? Should they arrive right on time? Should they wait in their car because you don't have a waiting area? Should they wear an old shirt? Should they not wear, maybe not a turtleneck or a hooded sweatshirt? And of course, what is your late policy and what is your cancellation policy so they know ahead of time? If it's 15 minutes and then they have to reschedule, is there a cancellation fee? We really want to make sure that they know everything when they're about to come and hang out with us. So the pre-appointment really does set you up for success. It allows you to pre-plan and really come up with a strategy so you can make sure that your guest satisfaction literally is off the charts. So thanks so much for taking the time and actually learning with me today. And I'm so excited to have you start this pre-appointment experience. This really is a game changer for you inside of your salon, and it really does help you prepare for your guests so you can give a stellar experience.